People who don't have a huge social circle often get misunderstood, and psychology tells us why. It's not because they're messed up, socially awkward, or did something wrong. Actually, for them, social interactions can feel significantly more demanding, draining, and complicated than for most people. If they consistently struggle to make or keep friends, it doesn't mean they're failing personally. This entire issue is rooted in deep psychological reasons that extend far beyond simple assumptions. Here are 9 simple reasons why you might struggle to make friends, but it's actually a sign you're a deep person. 1. You can't stand fake people. Your highly attuned emotional radar instantly signals when someone is being disingenuous, insincere, or putting on an act. You have a low tolerance for superficiality and small talk driven by politeness rather than genuine interest. You consciously choose solitude over participating in shallow interactions because you deeply value maintaining your inner peace and conserving your emotional energy. Consequently, your social circle is intentionally kept small and highly curated, as authenticity is a non-negotiable requirement for anyone you allow into your life. 2. You want a real connection, not small talk. Conversations focused on routine, trivial, or surface-level subjects, like the weather or daily errands, feel fundamentally uninteresting and boring to you. Your intellect and spirit crave depth, meaning, and substance. You seek out meaningful exchanges that explore profound concepts, philosophical ideas, complex feelings, personal values, or the core purpose of life. You are searching for people who provide a sense of comfort, understanding, and acceptance, a feeling of home. Until you find this level of true connection, remaining silent is often perceived as a much more honest and safer choice than engaging in forced or meaningless dialogue. This preference for depth over volume is not a sign of social incompetence, but rather a manifestation of how you are fundamentally wired. 3. You overthink every social interaction. Your high level of self-awareness and sensitivity results in your brain engaging in intense post-mortem analysis of social events. Even hours or days after a conversation concludes, you mentally replay the exchange, scrutinizing every word you spoke, evaluating your nonverbal cues, and dissecting the other person's reactions. This constant, detailed examination of social data means your cognitive resources are working overtime in every social setting, creating immense internal pressure. This exhaustive mental process is why even seemingly simple or brief conversations can leave you feeling intellectually and emotionally drained. 4. You choose distance because you assume people won't get you. You frequently experience a sense of being fundamentally different or out of sync with the majority of people around you, whether through your distinct sense of humor, niche interests, or unique perspective on the world. Because the experience of being truly understood is rare for you, you develop a protective habit of maintaining emotional or physical distance. This reserve stems not from a lack of affection for people, but from a powerful need to shield yourself from the frustration, vulnerability, and effort that comes with being consistently misinterpreted or underestimated. 5. You are independent, and that's a good thing. You possess a robust capacity for self-reliance. You are skilled at entertaining yourself, efficiently resolving personal issues, and finding comfort and contentment in your own company. Your self-worth is internally validated, meaning you do not rely on continuous external approval or validation from others to feel good about yourself or your choices. This independence is a sign of resilience and strength, not coldness. It allows you the patience to wait for truly compatible individuals, rather than compromising your identity or values simply to secure a spot in a group. Your social sphere is small in number, but rich in quality, never truly empty. 6. Past hurt makes you cautious. Previous negative experiences, such as feeling excluded, experiencing betrayal from friends, or suffering personal slights, have conditioned your mind to be highly vigilant and protective. You employ a deliberate, slow, and careful process before granting new individuals access to your inner life. This behavior is not evidence of being entirely closed off, but rather a practical, learned measure of self-preservation. You have wisely concluded that genuine trust is a valuable commodity that must be earned over time and is not automatically deserved by everyone. 7. Social interactions drain your energy quickly. You often feel profoundly exhausted after a social engagement that others might have found easy or energizing. This rapid depletion occurs because your mind is intensely and concurrently processing multiple streams of social information. Spoken words, subtle changes in vocal tone, complex nonverbal body language, and underlying emotional states. Unlike extroverts who are recharged by social stimulation, your social battery has a significantly lower capacity and empties much faster. For you, deliberately carving out and spending time alone is not a mere preference or luxury. It is an essential requirement for psychological and emotional recovery. 8. Fear of being judged holds you back. You possess a natural desire to be perceived positively, to be witty, self-assured, and well-liked. However, the internal pressure to perform perfectly or flawlessly generates significant anxiety, often causing you to hesitate and hold back your true personality. You are not actively trying to avoid forming new relationships. Rather, you are instinctively avoiding the acute discomfort associated with potential embarrassment, the pain of rejection, or the vulnerability of letting others see your perceived weaknesses and imperfections. This avoidance mechanism is a very common and deeply human response to social anxiety. 9. You have a rich inner world. The combination of all these distinct characteristics, your tendency to overthink, your profound need for intellectual and emotional depth, your heightened sensitivity, and your self-reliant independence may indeed make it more challenging to casually form broad friendships. However, these traits also endow you with a strikingly complex, vivid, and highly engaging internal life compared to the average person. You excel at noticing minute details, engaging in deep and sophisticated thought, and experiencing emotions with rare intensity. Consequently, the few friendships you do establish are exceptionally rare, carry immense meaning, and often possess the profound quality to endure for a lifetime. Struggling to make friends doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means your mind works differently, with more depth, sensitivity, and awareness. You feel deeply, think deeply, and connect deeply. Deep people don't make friends instantly, but when they do, those friendships are forever. Sometimes the people who struggle the most socially turn out to be the best friends anyone could ever have. If you want more ways to understand yourself on a deeper level, subscribe now.